Okay, let's take a moment now on this one. I'll show you this videotape. It's a new one obtained by China's television on what has become a prolonged pension scam in the country, taking the attention of the National Assembly and also of the nation. Take a listen to this new perspective from Mr. Abdulrashid Maina in some of the things he say the president should listen to retrieve some of the monies that have been stolen under the pensions arrangement.
What Mr. President did not know, whatever, because somebody told me Mr. President came out to say you are disengaged. I said there's no way Mr. President will know that I am the person who did this and he will say disengaged, because Mr. President is here to fight corruption and we will never allow corruption to fight back. So I say it's a lie. Somebody must have gone to put words in the mouth of Mr. President. Maina is a deputy director whom the Minister of Justice of this country, who is the chief law officer, said the DSS had cleared me of any wrongdoing. The National Security Advisor had cleared me of wrongdoing. His office had cleared me of wrongdoing. The Senior Special Assistant to the President on Prosecution has said I had no case to answer. And then a small unit under the ministry will come and start fighting me for 2.1 billion. Now let's take for 2.1 billion. I want the government to pay me number one, to pay me this 5% they said, because this 1.3 trillion I gave the government while I was not in office. So pay me the 5% for this 1.3 trillion, I remove the 2.1 billion and give me the balance. Are we trying to divide? Are we really trying to fight corruption in Nigeria? Or are we trying to lie to Mr. President? Listen to me, Mr. President will have achieved more than he has achieved because people are lying to Mr. President. This is why they hate Maina. They hate, you hate me. I know why you hate me. You hate me because I am somebody who is bold, I will say the truth, and I know how to fetch the money. I offered to be a star witness to get a conviction because I have the documents to show to get conviction. They don't want me to come and do it. You know why? Because they know if I get there, these people will be convicted. You know why? Because they have collected money from these guys. You know why? Because they took their houses and gave to their brothers, their nephews and stuff, and sold some to some people and everything. Now they will never want to see Maina. They sent the committee, senior staff committee, were coerced to make sure that they send me out packing because I had stopped the inflow of 5.2 billion naira monthly to Office of Health Service. People are fighting me. They're fighting me because they are thieves. They are scared. They don't want me to expose them. I'm not about exposing people. I'm about making things right. Just work with me and things will be right. But please account for these monies. Account at least for the ones that I know. 1.6 trillion naira in money, cash, in investment, in properties. Account for this, then we can now move ahead. Now, people accuse me of 1.5 billion. Senator Kabir guy came out and said it was a lie, they made a mistake. Now, you decide to go back and say you accuse me of 2.1 billion. Now, you know, the 2.1 billion was the total sum which the Office of Head of Service spent for the conduct of the biometric exercise that brought the 1.6 trillion. So it's like somebody's giving you investment, somebody's giving you money, 2.1 billion, and you went and did whatever it is business and brought 1.6 trillion. And that one is fighting you for the 2.1. Now let me make things right. I never was given 2.1 billion. The Office of Health Service was the office in charge of that biometric. The PRTT, myself, never had access to any budget. The National Assembly is there to confirm whether they have ever given us money or not. The Minister of Finance is there to confirm whether she has ever given us money or not. The Head of Service is there to confirm if he has given. Look, this is a challenge I gave out since 2012. I said if there's anybody who can show me where money was given to me, let him show Nigerians. The Accountant General and whoever it is from the Minister chose why the signatories to the 282 billion. I left Ministry of Interior as the same deputy director. Nobody promoted me. Now, excuse me, nobody promoted me to position of director. They advised I should take the next promotion exams. Now, I'm only trying to ask you, please do the right thing. Go, the president wants us to fix this country. Let's help the president. Now, give him the right advice. Let him know exactly what is going on in the country. I have documents to show where monies can be retrieved. No, I have people in this. I have staff. I have informants. I have a lot of people.
Well, then, you heard him there. Another round of, what would you call it? Revelations or whatever from this videotape we obtained at Channels Television. Before we go on this break, let me allow Mr. Ken Okolubo to react to this new tape or this new perspective to these old. He said he has a document and he's going to release them. He did say also that a lot of people are in the way of fighting corruption and that he did not collect the 2.1 billion naira.
You know, the thing about it is that I think Maina is being a coward. Why do I say this? Oronsai is an older man than Maina. And Steve Oronsai was the head of service who has put himself through trial. Why is Maina trying to hide? If he had all these documents, he should come and he should name them. At least he's bringing these tapes, and it's obvious these tapes are genuine. It's so obvious. Why is he not naming those people? If you have seen you help the government to cover 1.3 trillion, and Malami is even denying, even when he has written 3 letters, and everybody knows he wrote those 3 letters, after meeting you in Dubai, it shows that there's a lot of water has passed under the bridge. What I expect Maina to do, if he's going to be sincere to himself, is to come out. If El Zazaki and Dasuki is being protected under protective custody, why would Maina not be put under protective custody? He should be put under protective custody. Let him bring those documents, and he can prove to the whole world his innocence.
He said his
7-year-old son is alleged to have 1.5 billion naira in his personal account.
All right, we'll take a moment, but we'll come back to talk about what could be a very, very interesting convention of the People's Democratic Party. Join us again, everyone.